What's the deal, family? Welcome back to the channel, bringing you the realest and rawest reactions on YouTube. Today we got another banger for y'all, man. So look, we got Young Thug accused of snitching. Allegedly gave info to Atlanta's first 48 detective. Alright, about to run this one up right here, man. Shouts out to 1090 Jake in the sentence for the video, man. I recently did a reaction to his channel with the Crip Mac Dad snitching allegation. Make sure to go check that out. And make sure to go subscribe to his channel, bro. Like, if we being honest, bro, 1090 Jake, bro, just came into the game. He got a lot of flack at first when people found out, like, what race he was and stuff. But he makes dope videos, and he always bringing real information, and he does real journalism. You know what I'm saying? So make sure to go run him up. Go subscribe over there. Go check out all his videos if you haven't already. But anyways, let's get into this, man. So, I did a reaction to what rappers really think of Gunna. I dropped that yesterday, right? Got some dislikes on that. Some people agree with what I was saying. Some people didn't necessarily agree with what I was saying. But either way, my opinion still stands. I said this in that video, and I've been saying if I talk to people about this, I was talking to my friend yesterday about this. And look, man. It's too early in the whole situation to kind of just everybody trying to pick sides. Oh, gotta snitch. Young Thug, that's the guy gonna snitch. Bro, you don't really know what's necessarily going on around here behind the scenes. The trial ain't even really ended yet. We don't know if Young Thug's gonna get off on the RICO case and the whole situation, the YSL thing, or if he's gonna get locked up. We really don't know. So it's too early necessarily to just say everything is black and white. Nothing's black and white right now. It's all gray. We know about a few things that happened. The music came out, but it's still a big gray area at the end of the day, man. So let's get into this. See what allegedly may have happened or not have happened. And I'll give my thoughts and opinions, man. Hit that like button, subscribe if you like the video and you want to see more stuff like this.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, and I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on Young Thug being accused of snitching. Within the battlefield of Atlanta's Superior Court, back-to-back bombs have dropped, exposing members of YSL for snitching. Gunna responded in his new song saying he was tricked by his own lawyer and the DA. An audio released by DJ Academics would reveal Young Thug dissed Gunna while speaking with Dirk, and now the king of YSL himself has allegedly stepped on a mine as a piece of his past sent shockwaves through the internet. Young Thug's own lawyer, Brian Steele, would file a motion to keep the prosecution from using a witness, specifically a man named Detective Quinn. The motion would state Detective Quinn wrongfully believes he met with Young Thug in the back of his police car concerning a murder. The motion would further state Young Thug gave information on the murder case. The very thought of Young Thug, who's been portrayed as an Atlanta gang lord using members of YSL to commit murder, who's been named as the 5-star general of sex, money, murder by a gang detective.
Hey, yo, this guy, that I don't know if y'all following the YNW Melly stuff, but this whole situation is hilarious, bro. I'm just throwing that out there. I ain't really gonna say my thoughts and opinions on it. Just that whole thing is hilarious.
In the YNW Melly trial, the thought that Young Thug himself may have possibly snitched in a murder case has left fans speechless. Thug's lawyer would state the detective wrongfully believes and may wrongfully state Thug was in the back of his police car and gave information in the murder. The lawyer would claim this is untrue, and because the evidence is not accurate, goes against Thug's character, and is irrelevant in the trial, the evidence must be excluded. But the most suspicious line in the entire motion is not the accusation, it's the last sentence. Supposedly, Young Thug was a very young man at the time of this supposed interaction with law enforcement. If Thug's lawyer is alleging it never happened, why would he mention Thug's age at the time of the incident to the judge, as if his young age would excuse what happened? That last sentence only makes me think there could be more to the story, and obviously with Young Thug's reputation, it's vital for the lawyer to keep that information from making its way to the public.
This all I'm gonna say real quick. I'm gonna just throw this out there, bruh. It's just on my mind, so I'm gonna say it. The streets don't love nobody, bruh. The streets is real and fake at the same time. The streets is as equally real as they are fake. You could even argue it's more fake than real, but it's real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the streets, things really go down in the streets, it really be moving like that. But also, there's a lot of fake energy in it. You gotta realize, like, the streets is full of wolves. I mean, it's full of scavengers, bro. The streets is full of scavengers. Wild dogs. Hyenas. You know what I'm saying? Vultures. Straight scavengers. Ain't no real dogs. There's very few and far between real dogs. Real lions out here. You know what I mean? Standing on real principles, got the integrity. You know, there's very few eagles in comparison to the vultures. There's very few pit bulls in comparison to the wild dogs. Right? There's very few lions in comparison to the hyenas. Alright? Everybody in the streets is out for themselves. They out to make sure that they good. They really don't care about most of the cats that they run with. You could have a gang of 50,000, you know, anybody from there probably only really got loyalty to like three to five people, bro. It could be a gang of 20,000 people. They all supposed to be loyal and down for the set and down and make sure that each other's good and make sure they got each other's back and stay loyal to the gang and to everybody that's in the gang. Ask anybody in the gang who you really got true loyalty to, and there's probably 3 to 5 people in that gang. And even those people that they got loyalty to, there's limits to that too. There's probably maybe 1 out of those 5 people that they truly down with, gonna never do wrong, never, you know, look out for themselves, and never look out for themselves, but on the downside of somebody else. Like, it's not really like that. So a lot of people think that everybody's just real, everybody hard, and everybody got stuff that happened, everybody got things in their closet, everybody got all that, bruh. All of that, bruh. So it's just funny, like, people don't really realize that, and they just assume everybody's these real guys and real that and real that. But at the end of the day, the streets, bro, everybody's scavengers, and there's very few lions and very few real ones in comparison to the fake ones. I'm not saying that Young Thug's a fake one. I'm not saying he snitched. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just throwing out the true information and the real facts that's out there. Everybody saying Gunna snitch, man. Hey, man, look. Everybody snitching out here. All of them snitching. You know what I mean? So it's just funny how, like, street politics run rap politics, right? But half the street politics is just fake politicking. It ain't even nobody really standing on nothing. They just saying this and saying that and saying that because it sound good and it sound cool, but it's not the reality that they living in. It's not the principles that they moving by. So just throwing that out there, man. Y'all let me know your thoughts on that in the comments.
Looking into Young Thug's criminal past, his earliest arrest dates back to 2008 when he broke into a Jeep by breaking the window. But I was unable to find a case of thugs in which Detective Quinn was listed as one of the officers involved. A Google search of Detective Quinn, Atlanta homicide, would bring up none other than David Quinn, the retired homicide detective who could be seen on First 48 and now hosts a true crime TV show titled Atlanta Homicide. Retiring from law enforcement in 2015, this was one of Atlanta's highest decorated detectives who was directly responsible for the investigation that resulted in Atlanta's first successful gang prosecution. If this is in fact the same detective prosecutors are attempting to bring forth as a witness in the YSL case, it's undeniable his name, along with his reputation and testimony, will hold weight.
Right.
But what's
Facts.
the purpose?
Facts. Exactly.
While many were quick to assume Thug snitched, there isn't one detail given as to what he allegedly said to the detective.
Right.
Unless we're assuming the lawyer wants it hidden because Thug gave up vital information, the lawyer could also be trying to keep it under wraps because the prosecutors are attempting to portray Thug as a former snitch, to damage his reputation.
Mm-hmm. That's another play on it too. Lawyers are more savvy than people might give out that people might think they are. Like, lawyers understand what's going on. Once they get into cases, they know the politics behind everything. They understand it all. So just like any type of game, when it comes to a court case, it's all about mind games, playing tricks, trying to portray. You're trying to paint a picture, and the picture that everybody paints is going to be different. The picture the defense paints is going to be different than the picture the prosecution paints. And at the end of the day, it's a game. It's a battle between the defense and the prosecution and all the other people that they bring up to the stand. And the prosecution's job is to just stir up as much controversy, just cause problems for the defense. They want them looking crazy. They want them questioning everything. They want them unstable in their defense. They want to be able to cause as much mayhem and problems as possible. And they know exactly what they're doing to do that. So, just as much as this could be real and Young Thug maybe really snitched and all that, which will make him a hypocrite in this situation, it could be just as much fake and trying to just, oh, we got this guy from the TV and he's got all these other gang members and Young Thug snitched and told him about this murder, which means Young Thug got information and he's this and that and that and that and that. You know, so it's just another play to try to win in the prosecution. And whether it's actually true or not, that'll, time will only tell if that information actually gets out. If it doesn't get out, then it is what it is. And then everybody, and it's kind of just he say, she say, and you can feel however you want about it. But if you don't know nothing, you don't know nothing. But these lawyers know what they're doing too. That's why you can't just black and white everything. You gotta really look at it from all types of different aspects, lenses, and perspectives.
Now, when I saw this motion, I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised. But thinking about it, rereading it, going over everything in my head, what would the purpose be of the prosecutors trying to bring in a detective who's been retired for years just for him to say, hey, Young Thug told me about a murder way back when? Now, the lawyer's saying this is inaccurate information, but the time that this allegedly happened, Young Thug would have been very young. What is the relevancy in this?
Right.
What is the point of bringing this back up other than to affect Thug's reputation? If we can portray him as a snitch, showing he formally cooperated after other snitches in the case have already been exposed, which is detrimental because nobody wants to testify now, which means if nobody's going to testify when it comes time for Thug's trial, this could lead to a fucked up situation for the prosecutors. Mm-hmm. So if the prosecutors can make Thug look like a rat, maybe the actual rats in the case, they won't care.
Game plan, bro. I'm telling you, it's all a freaking game plan. You're trying to win the case, and you will do whatever you can to stir up controversy or stir up issues to help you win that case. That is how lawyers work. My ex-girlfriend was a lawyer. She was a defense lawyer. She was over here trying to put cops in jail. So, be cool on me. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? She was for the people. You know what I mean? I could call her. I got some issues. She said, call her. Help me get out that. You know what I mean? Real talk, though. But that's how they work, man.
To go up on the stand and say something against him. They won't mind. And as far as I know, damn near everyone already pled out. So in my head, I'm thinking, no details were given as to what he actually said. He could have been sitting in the back of the car on some bullshit. I'm assuming he was a juvenile because none of his arrests as an adult that I was looking at said anything about a detective named Quinn. Juvenile gets picked up. Hey, what happened in this situation? I don't know what happened. Or he lied. Or he did a little finesse. Or he did whatever he did.
Exactly. You don't know what he said.
I know that people will come up with a million excuses. And I know that there's some excuses that are going to be valid. If he gave fake information, if he gave a fake name, if he gave a fake scenario, whatever, and the detective wrote that down, The detective's gonna say, well, he gave me information. Whether or not it was valid or not, we don't know.
Exactly.
So fuck no, I'm not going for thugs a snitch. I'm not going for none of the rumors or the accusations. We don't have enough proof to stamp that. The only thing that we can obviously see is this is coming from the prosecutors. The very same people that are trying to put Thug away. And for them to be trying to portray an image of him, that speaks louder to me than anything written in that motion. Now, as far as I know, a judge hasn't approved whether or not witness Detective Quinn will be testifying in the case. The lawyer just filed a motion saying he shouldn't be able to. If the judge approves that, Detective Quinn is gone. If the judge denies it, we may get more information on this. From my understanding, Detective Quinn will testify. We're literally going to have the transcripts to this testimony if it isn't done on video. Meaning we're going to be able to find out exactly what was said by Young Thug at this alleged time. But until then, I'm not going for the rumors, I'm not going for the accusations, and I'm not saying he's a snitch. Let me know y'all thoughts and comments in the comment section. It's 1090 Jake.
Yo, great video, man. I like how you finished that too, because you don't know. We don't know nothing. You can't. Too many people just be trying to run with narratives these days, bro. You see something, you just running with it. You see this, you just running with it. You hear this, you just running with it. Like, nobody takes the time to really think about what's going on, what's happening, how does this affect this group, that group, this person, that person, and how's everybody else gonna look at this, and what's that gonna mean 6 months from now? Nobody's ever thinking about all these different things. So yeah, of course, if the prosecution is trying to make him out to be a snitch, you can't trust that because that's the ops, right? But also on the other end, if you really understand the streets, you know half these motherfuckers is snitches. Half of them ain't really got no loyalty. So there's lions and there's hyenas. And you're trying to figure out who's a lion and who's a hyena, right? And until you actually know something or got valid information, you never gonna know which one is which until it comes to a head. And by then, it might be too late. Bro. Anyways, what you guys think about the whole Young Thug thing? You think he's snitching? Think he's not? You believe the information? You don't? You feel like if the guy testifies, there's gonna be something valid in there or not? Let me know what you think. I think Young Thug is solid. He's remained solid so far. Everybody else around him is falling apart, crumbling like fucking, just crumbling like a damn dry biscuit, bro. So let's see how this all plays out. And we still waiting for that trial, man. Get at me on my channel, hit that like button, subscribe. I love y'all, appreciate y'all. Remember to keep it real, real is rare, real always reaches everyone. Next time, peace.